Hi guys, today I'm painting a scene of their meeting in the park again, as it's one of my favorite scenes in the movie and one of the most requested scenes. Autumn has already come, and it has arrived for us somehow very unexpectedly and generally suddenly and unnoticeably. Such a feeling that it's time to take stock. I feel like my sketch process is not optimal. It would be better to draft the general outlines first, to outline the silhouette and then move on to the details like facial features, strands of hair, etc. But I'm so afraid of not being able to grasp, to understand the details, to catch some important features that I get stuck in these little things. On the other hand, this way I have time to better understand and sort these details out. Anyway, I think it's worth trying to draw more from silhouette and then go to the details. This way I think I'll draw faster and better. At the moment, many people have asked me to draw their keys. But those who created this wonderful movie, I'm sure they knew what they were doing when they did not include a scene with keys in the movie. Because maybe this scene is not about a kiss, it's about a contract, about a trust, about a promise. This contract, this promise, this hope for freedom, for liberation. It's not just about people looking at each other, it's about people looking in the same direction. Although, of course, this doesn't change the fact that the kiss could look beautiful in this scene. In general, I can say that my painting method, my coloring method, is pretty similar to how it works in watercolor. Like in watercolor, in my digital painting, I move from light, translucent layers to dense and darker, more saturated tones. And just like in watercolor, the mixing of colors and the appearance of the new color occurs when the previous color shines through the upper layers. I can say that I already like how the colors look here. But I'm afraid that if I'll start with such unsaturated colors, then I'll have to spend a long time adding saturation. Anyway, let's see how far I go from here and how the colors will differ in the end. To answer the question why I add all these patterns to their clothes. With this, I want to add folk elements. The movie has this wonderful strong connection of modernity, of modern life and ancient Korean legends. And the same feeling I want to convey by drawing, adding to their modern clothes some folk patterns. Although I like the way it looks, it adds extra dynamic to the picture. At the moment, I have a separate layer for each of the basic elements. A separate layer for skin tone, a separate one for the clothes. On top, a layer for the eyes and facial features. Next one for the hair, and also I have a separate layer for their hands. All this is done in order to add shadows and highlights, to change some elements without touching or changing other elements. On the one hand, it's convenient, but on the other hand, it takes time to find the right layer with the right element. So, as soon as I see that I already have distributed the main colors, shadows and highlights, I tend to merge layers. This significantly speeds up the drawing process and allows you to concentrate on drawing rather than on searching. So, closer to the end of my work, I have one layer left for the characters and one layer for the background underneath. Also, I have several layers on top for the effects, such as color dodge layer, some layers in overlay mode, multiply mode, and so on. And of course, I add these magic threads. I want to arrange them so that they seem to pull the characters to each other, connect and entangle them. I enjoyed drawing the characters from this movie so much. I have a few more scenes in mind to draw, and I hope to draw them soon. If you like my art, please consider supporting me on Patreon. All links to my social media and Patreon you'll find in the description below. Please like this episode and subscribe to my channel to not miss the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.